As we start to learn more about the presidential 2016 election, one thing seems very clear. The road to the White House will go directly through Cuba. Add that hot topic of debate to another large and growing list of agenda items dividing party lines: immigration, healthcare, the list goes on. And while she hasn't officially announced a campaign yet, Hillary Clinton appears to be the frontrunner for the next Democratic candidate to run for president. All the early polls show her with the largest lead coming out of the left. Now, this new announcement with Cuba immediately propels two Florida politicians to the short list of Republican Party candidates: former Florida Governor Jeb Bush and Senator Marco Rubio. Bush recently announced that he will actively explore a run for the White House, and just Thursday we learned that he severed the financial ties with Barclays, where he was raking in a massive salary to serve as an advisor to the British bank. The Washington Speakers Bureau has organized all of Bush's paid public appearances over the last 7 years, and now they deleted his name from their entire website, another key indicator that Bush means business. Meanwhile, Rubio has also been a longtime White House hopeful, gaining national attention at key moments. Following President Obama's State of the Union address in 2013, Rubio delivered the response for the Republican Party. Both Rubio and Bush both have strong support from the Latin American community. Around the rest of the country, business tycoon and reality TV mogul Donald Trump announced on Twitter he would be very interested in pursuing a shot at the White House. But Trump isn't getting ahead of himself. He's focusing on winning the Republican primary before going after the executive mansion. And his mudslinging strategy seems to be rather direct. If you peruse Trump's Twitter timeline, he seems to see Jeb Bush as his only real opponent, but quite a few other candidates stand between him and first place in the polls. A few weeks back, Mitt Romney led the first Quinnipiac poll, but he hasn't announced anything at all. And since then, Romney's name has completely fallen off the list, and his old running mate, Paul Ryan, is in second place, just a fraction of a percentage behind Chris Christie, Rand Paul, Ben Carson, and Mike Huckabee. They both round out the Republicans hovering at 10% of the vote. Donald Trump says he's running, but his name isn't even showing up in the polls, at least not yet. As much as he might want to be president, it appears not many voters actually want him. He seems to be much better at making enemies than he is making friends. As we know all too well here in America, that's a skill that comes in handy when running for political office. If picking a fight is your approach to foreign policy, Donald Trump's your guy. Otherwise, get ready to find out which Republican candidate can raise the most money. With new campaign spending provisions passed in Congress, we could see another record-setting election.